Storm Team forecast.
A good Monday morning to you, East Texas. A very cold Monday as we see temperatures right now back up to around the freezing mark, but earlier this morning we had them in the lower 20s and those winds were pretty gusty as well. So we had wind chill values down into the single digits, and when we look at a comparison of where we were 24 hours ago compared to now, we're much colder, especially here over in Longview. 40 degrees colder right now than we were this time yesterday. So plenty of cold air has moved into East Texas, and that's exactly what we're seeing when we look at the current temperatures. 30s all across the board this morning. Still several locations below freezing up along the I-30 corridor, and we're right at freezing in both Tyler and Longview. Lufkin just a couple of degrees above freezing now at 34. But the wind chills are definitely still a factor in the lower 20s and even still in the teens in some locations. So they will continue to be a factor going forward, even into this afternoon, this evening, overnight tonight. Still looking at some very cold wind chills getting down into the upper teens once again as we go into tonight. So definitely want to keep that in mind as you head out the door tomorrow morning. I know a lot of schools are starting back tomorrow, so it's important to make sure your kids are bundled up in the morning, as these wind chills could even get into some dangerous levels being as cold as they are. And we're going to keep those high temperatures on a pretty chilly note even going into Friday, and then eventually starting to slowly warm back up into the weekend. But looking at our lows, hard freeze territory the next couple of nights. 24 on Tuesday morning, and then Wednesday morning 26, and then we keep those temperatures below freezing during the nighttime. So with that said, there has been a lot of buzz about a potential winter storm coming up at the end of the week, and that is absolutely true. It's because a low pressure system looks to get its act together here over the Rio Grande Valley and then move on off to the east-northeast here, skirting the Texas coast. That provides a cold rain here for coastal areas, and then the farther north you move, farther inland, that's where things start to get interesting. So to speak, the battle zone, where you're going to have cold air meeting with this moisture. And then where that battle zone happens is where you see freezing rain, sleet, and snow, all possible here somewhere in central and eastern Texas and into northeast Texas and farther on off to the east. So there's still a lot of details to be ironed out, but the bottom line is that a winter storm is looking increasingly likely going forward into the end of the week. So don't focus exactly where these boundaries are, but rather the details with each of these. Mostly snow north of I-20, that's the way it looks right now, and then between the lakes and I-20, wintry mix with a changeover to snow, and then farther south closer to the lakes, that's where we'll see mostly rain with potential for some freezing precipitation mixing in. So still a lot of details to be ironed out, but you can trust that we will keep you posted as the latest data comes in. 39 degrees this afternoon, mostly sunny and cold. Overnight tonight, a hard freeze is likely once again, lows in the low to mid 20s. And then again, that 7-day forecast shows very interesting weather coming up Thursday and Friday. And it's all going to depend on the exact track of that winter storm. But we'll let you know the latest details as they come in. And you can find more of that over on our website at KETK.com.
Brady,